Flying looks easy, until you're the one sprinting to the gate, repacking at security, or, digging for a charger mid-flight. Most travelers don't realize how a few simple tricks can completely change the way they fly. From the way you dress, to what gets your bag flagged, to why airplane snacks might actually save you money. These are the 25 travel tips that smart flyers swear by. And honestly, tip number 19 might be the simplest space-saving hack you've never heard of. Let's go. Your laptop looks harmless, but if it's not fully charged, airport security might see it differently. Officers can ask you to power it on, and if it won't start, it could be flagged, delayed, or taken for extra screening. No battery means no proof it's safe. So, charge everything before you fly. It's the easiest way to avoid a big headache. Think twice before tossing that electric toothbrush into your carry-on. Some models have built-in lithium batteries, and security doesn't love that. They've been known to trigger extra screening or even get pulled from bags. To play it safe, pack your brush in checked luggage instead. You'll still arrive with clean teeth and less airport drama. Running out of room in your suitcase? Grab a few plastic bags and a vacuum. Roll your clothes, seal them in a bag, and leave a small gap. Then use the vacuum to suck out the air, instant compression. You'll save a shocking amount of space, especially for bulky items. For even better results, use compression bags made for travel. More room, less stress. Bringing a belt bag? You're fine. But if you try to board with a mini purse or clutch along with your carry-on, you might get stopped. Some airlines treat small handbags as extra items and may ask you to stuff it inside your main bag. To avoid the hassle, keep it simple. One personal item, one carry-on. Don't let a tiny purse trigger a big delay. Think wrapping items in foil will protect them? Bad move. X-ray scanners can't see through aluminum foil. It shows up as a solid black block. That means extra screening and your bag might get pulled or even miss the flight. Whether it's snacks, electronics, or gifts, skip the foil. It's one of the fastest ways to trigger delays at security. Bringing a stapler, a candlestick, maybe a weird souvenir? Unusual shapes can really confuse X-ray scanners and, honestly, they raise red flags for security agents. They'll often pull your bag for a manual check just to be sure nothing's off. That doesn't mean you can't bring them, but you should be prepared for a delay. When in doubt, it's a good idea to pack anything oddly shaped in your checked luggage instead. You'd actually be surprised what confuses a scanner. Musical greeting cards, jars of honey, sausage, or even some fancy cheese. All of these can look like threats on an X-ray. That means your bag might get pulled aside for closer inspection. So, to speed things up, avoid packing anything dense, liquid-filled, or electronic-looking unless you really need it. The less guesswork for security, the faster you move. Forget bulky bottles and those last-minute transfers. Smart travelers stock up on product samples. They're TSA-approved, spill-proof, and totally space-saving. Even better, store creams or gels in contact lens cases to prevent leaks. It's honestly perfect for weekend trips or carry-on-only travel. No mess, no hassle. Just grab and go. Coffee may smell amazing, but to security, it's a red flag. That strong aroma? It's often used to cover up the scent of prohibited substances. So if you pack ground coffee or beans, be prepared for a manual inspection. You're not doing anything wrong, but your bag might still get opened. Skip it if you want to avoid the delay. Don't let the bottom of your shoes mess up the rest of your clothes. The fix? Simple plastic shower caps. Just slide one over each shoe, sole side down, and toss them in your bag. They're cheap, lightweight, and take up almost no space. It's one of the easiest ways to keep your luggage clean and organized. Every checked bag gets a barcode sticker with flight info. But if you leave old stickers on your suitcase from past trips, baggage scanners can get confused and send your bag to the wrong destination. Before every flight, peel off those outdated tags. One missed detail could cost you your luggage. Ever wonder if someone went through your checked luggage? If airport security opens your bag, they're supposed to leave a sticker or printed notice inside. It's actually a standard procedure after an additional check. So if you spot a new label you didn't put there, don't panic. It just means your bag got a closer look on its way to the plane. Lost bags happen, and when they do, you don't want to lose your chargers too. Always keep phone chargers, power banks, and device cables in your carry-on. They're not just expensive to replace, they're essential once you land. If your suitcase goes missing, staying connected shouldn't go with it. Tired of pulling wrinkled clothes out of your bag? Try bundle wrapping. Start with soft items like underwear and socks in the center, then wrap larger clothing pieces around them like layers. It reduces folds, cuts friction, and keeps your outfits smoother. Bonus, it also saves space compared to traditional folding. Want your clothes to arrive looking fresh, not crumpled? Slide a sheet of tissue paper between each folded layer. It reduces friction, softens pressure, and helps prevent deep creases. Frequent flyers swear by it, and honestly, it weighs almost nothing. It's one of those small tricks that makes a big difference. Don't waste space. Use your shoes like packing containers. Stuff them with socks, ties, chargers, or small accessories. It keeps your shoes from collapsing and frees up space elsewhere in your bag. Just make sure the soles are clean or wrapped, so you're not stuffing gear into a stinky mess. Got a soft-sided suitcase? Protect it from rain, snow, or slush with a simple candle. Rub plain wax over the fabric. It creates a thin, invisible barrier that repels moisture. Just be sure the bag is dry before you start. It won't make your suitcase waterproof, but it'll buy you time when the weather turns on you. Running out of room? Try this. Zip the bag closed before it's full. The pressure from zipping actually compresses the contents. And once it's sealed, you'll spot gaps along the edges, corners, and between layers. Just unzip, fill those spaces, and repeat. It's kind of like unlocking a hidden bonus level in your suitcase. Tired of pulling out a tangled ball of wires? Store your chargers, earbuds, and cables in an old sunglasses case. It keeps everything neat, protected, and super easy to find. No more digging through your bag mid-flight. It's a $0 solution to one of travel's most annoying problems. Nobody likes the musty smell of suitcase-stored clothes, so toss in a couple of dryer sheets before you zip up. They'll keep everything smelling fresh, even after a long-haul flight. Bonus, they help mask odors from shoes or damp items too. Cheap, easy, and honestly, your future self will thank you. Don't pack for every possible scenario. Most just-in-case items never get used. They just weigh you down. Be honest about what you'll actually need. If something unexpected comes up, chances are you can buy it at your destination. Travel light, stress less, and save room for what really matters. Backpacks are great, until they throw your balance off. Pack heavy items close to your spine and center them vertically. Even out the left and right sides with medium-weight gear. Use soft items to fill the gaps and stabilize the load. Your back, and honestly your shoulders, will thank you by hour 2. Both methods work, but here's the trick. Roll clothes when you're packing a backpack. It saves space and keeps items tighter together. Fold clothes when using a hard suitcase. It stacks better and stays neater. Use a mix of both if you're tight on room. It's not one size fits all. It's smart packing strategy. Want to breeze through security? Pack your liquids, electronics, and metal items at the top of your bag. That way, you're not digging around at the checkpoint. Less fumbling equals faster screening, and yeah, fewer annoyed passengers behind you. Smart placement can save you minutes, and a whole lot of side-eye.
Remember the last time you squeezed into your airplane seat, bracing for hours in the sky? Sure, flying gets us there fast, but let's be real, it's not always a smooth ride. Crammed seats, crying babies, dry air. Sound familiar? That's why I've gathered 7 flight hacks airlines hope you never find out. And they'll change the way you fly forever. Quick heads up. If you love travel hacks like this, hit subscribe now so you never miss a trick airlines don't want you to know. Let's be real. Nothing beats scoring the window seat. Clouds, cities, sunsets, it's unbeatable. It's like your own private nook in the sky, cozy, quiet, and all yours. But here's the catch. Window seats get cold, like shivering even with a blanket cold. Planes are engineering marvels, but comfort, that's not their strong suit. Up at 35,000 feet, the plane's outer shell can hit minus 140 degrees Fahrenheit. That's colder than Antarctica. You won't turn into an icicle, but that chill? It creeps in, especially on long hauls. But don't worry, this one's an easy fix. Just toss a light jacket or cozy sweater in your carry-on, even if you're flying to paradise. Better to be snug than stuck freezing in your seat for 6 hours. Bonus tip, forget your layer? Ask the flight attendant for a blanket. They've got your back. You've just buckled in, the plane's rolling toward takeoff, and the flight attendant hands you a hot drink. Sounds nice, right? Coffee, tea, it feels like first-class treatment. But before you take a sip, there's something you really need to know. That hot water? It usually comes from tanks that rarely, and I mean rarely, get properly cleaned. And it's not just rumors. Actual studies show that airplane water is kind of disgusting. We're talking E. coli, staph, and bacteria you definitely don't want floating in your tea. So what should you drink instead? Easy. Bottled water or sealed juice only. If it's sealed, it's safe, and way more refreshing than mystery tank water. Hydration's important, but not at the cost of gulping down germy water. So do yourself a favor. Go sealed, stay safe. All right, time for some airplane hygiene real talk. And it's not what you think. Everyone knows planes are flying germ factories, but you haven't heard the worst part yet. Because the filthiest spot on board? It's not the bathroom. Sure, the lavatory is gross, but there's a hidden hotspot that's way worse. It's that tray table you're about to eat off. Yep, that thing is a germ nightmare. Hundreds of hands touch it every day, and who knows what else has been on it. People eat off them. And yes, even change diapers on them. Flight crews try to clean, but trays often get skipped in the mad dash between flights. Runner-up for dirtiest spot? Those seat back pockets you're tempted to stuff everything into. We all toss snacks and phones in there, but those pockets are almost never cleaned. So how do you avoid these sneaky germ zones like a pro? It's simple. Just be prepared with a few easy moves. First, throw a pack of sanitizing wipes into your carry-on. Non-negotiable. Wipe that tray the second you sit down, and give the seatback pocket a once-over while you're at it. Let's be honest. Nothing kills vacation vibes faster than being trapped at the airport with a delayed flight. But what if I told you there's a ridiculously simple trick that slashes your chances of delays? It's all about timing, and most people get this part wrong. Flight delays snowball as the day goes on. One late plane leads to another, and another. One late flight in the morning triggers a ripple effect that can wreck your whole day, or even your entire trip. So here's the travel hack. Book the earliest flight you can, always. The earlier you're in the air, the less chance you'll hit any delays. It's that simple. And bonus, morning flights are usually smoother for anyone who hates turbulence. Morning air is calmer, which means your flight's smoother, quieter, and just plain better. You land on time, feel more rested, and start your trip off right. So next time you're booking, do yourself a favor. Wake up early and grab that morning flight. Everyone thinks the front of the plane is where all the perks are. Sure, first class gets the fancy seats, the champagne, the VIP treatment, but believe it or not, there's a secret perk to sitting in the back of the plane. Yep, those rear rows, they might actually get better service. When you're in the back, it's easier for crew to sneak you an extra snack or drink, without the whole cabin watching. And if the galley's behind you, crew is nearby ready to help, fast. No aisle traffic, no squeezing past carts. It just makes their job easier. Now sure, it's not first-class service, don't expect champagne, but if you want a smoother experience and maybe a little extra love from the crew, the back's where it's at. So next time you book, don't overlook the back. It might just surprise you. Let's talk neck pillows. that tiny travel essential that can make or break your flight. Inflatable neck pillows can be a total lifesaver when you're trying to sleep at 30,000 feet. They keep your head from bobbing around and help you avoid that dreaded neck cramp. But here's a travel fail you'll want to avoid. Never fully inflate your neck pillow before takeoff. As the plane climbs, cabin pressure drops, and the air inside your pillow expands. If it's fully inflated on the ground, it might literally pop mid-air. And yes, it happens. The fix? Super simple. Just leave a little wiggle room when inflating it. It might feel a bit squishy at first, but mid-air, it firms up just right for a comfy nap. One small adjustment now saves you a big mid-flight headache later. Let's face it, airplane food is, well, not winning any awards. But here's a little-known trick that can totally upgrade your in-flight meal. Order the special meal. Now you're probably thinking, but I'm not vegan, gluten-free, or allergic to anything. Doesn't matter. You don't need dietary restrictions to score the perks. Here's the deal. Special meals are made in smaller batches and loaded first, so they're often fresher and way better tasting than the regular stuff. Bonus, you usually get your meal first. More time to eat, relax, or dive into your book. Don't be afraid to switch it up. Special meals might just surprise you in the best way. Sometimes, leveling up your travel is as simple as thinking outside the tray. Next time you book a flight, check that special meal box and thank yourself later. And there you have it. 7 flight hacks that could totally transform your next trip. These small tweaks can help you stay comfy, skip the stress, and maybe even enjoy your time in the sky. Got travel buddies? Hit share and pass these tips along. No one deserves a cold seat or a germ-filled drink. Safe travels.